Get you off the screen. I'm gonna get me off the screen too.
Yo, bro, you still just doing straight liquids?
Oh, I was on mute. Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Yeah, right now. Yeah. All right, we live from Facebook, YouTube. Let me see. Make sure everything together. Make sure we straight in here, people. All right, I think we live from there. Let me get this out of there. Then we go. I said the reason why I do this is because I feel so good. Like I really do. I wake up every day. I don't wake up. I get up. I get up like a spring chicken every single day. And so like people don't realize like how being unhealthy it take a toll on your mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like it take a toll on your thought process and all that energy that you expend on. Oh, I need to lose weight, or I feel like this, or like, how do I look in this, or you know what I'm saying? You don't worry about stuff like that when you live this lifestyle. And that's why I do it every day. Real talk. So I got to know that this is a lot of work over here, y'all. This is a lot of work. We putting in the work. We bringing the information to the people. We not playing no games. We leveling up. I'm fruiting up at a high level. I'm doing herbs now. I'm so excited about doing these herbs and leveling up, rejuvenating my skin. Because y'all know coming into this, everybody like, oh, you do all fruits. Why your skin look like that? Why your skin look like that? Shut up. You feel me? Like we rejuvenate. I'm only a year into this. When I start soaring through the fucking mountains, off these herbs, I don't want to hear nothing. When I start leveling up, you feel me? It's going down. Cause when you really a high level being and you really get up and do this shit every day, you take pride in this. You feel good about this. You don't let other people tell you what you can't do and what you shouldn't do and how you shouldn't feel when you get up and take care of yourself at the highest level. Fruit and Herbs Challenge, February 1st, family. Join now. It's going down. We're doing all fruits and all herbs the whole month. What's going to happen is I'm going to be in there kicking ass. That's what I do. I'm a motivator. I am a fruit motivator. That's what I do. And y'all know I stay in my lane. That's why I bring the realest on. That's why I bring people like Cosmo Sage on. Because Cosmo Sage and them know what the fuck they talking about when they talk about
Fruit up.
Y'all know what time it is. Fruit up. Welcome. Another one, family. We back again. I told y'all we wasn't stopping. I told y'all every other night I was gonna bring y'all a conversation that ruled the nation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I continue to do. And this Fruit Up movement is growing. The community is growing. We got individuals in here taking care of themselves at a very high level, and that's what this is about. So welcome, Fruit Up. Welcome, YouTube. If you not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go to the YouTube channel, watch this, put it on your TV, get more comfortable. You hear me, family? That's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? Sitting back, grab your juice, grab your fruits. And tonight, we got an individual on here tonight that I scoped the scene on the Facebook scene. You feel me? And I see high level individuals. I see people who get it in. I see people who live a life. And when I went on there and I seen him, he said natural living. Natural living, get back to nature. That's what I'm all about. So we gonna talk to my family tonight. My family, Nigel, Fitzgerald, and we gonna talk real good tonight. What up, family? How you doing tonight, man?
What's going on, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to have you on. I appreciate you for bringing your expertise of the community on, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate it.
Indeed, indeed. So uh, just to let everybody know, we don't see Nigel doing interviews very often. You feel me? So we bringing the family out to spit this knowledge and talk that talk. So that's what this is all about. So Fruit Up, I appreciate y'all for being here. This is what this is about. Nigel, we gonna start off real simple, family. Just get a family a little bit of background about yourself and a little information on who you are.
Now, yeah, just to introduce myself, I call myself a health educator. I'm an author, herbalist, but I'm just a servant. I'm basically just a servant of my people. I just want to, through my own experiences, I just felt real good doing what I do. And I just want everybody to feel how I feel. So I'm just somebody who's at service to the people.
Facts, 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 facts. So when you say service to the people, what is service to the people to you?
To me, being that service to the people, I want people to just be the best selves, so they could thrive, so they could just thrive, And for me, that's healing through all your traumas, childhood traumas, um, getting the diet that's right for you, and get more electric foods in your body, getting in nature, and that's the thing, to have us more connected and feeling like ourselves.
Mm, mm. So connected. Like, okay, so when I look at your Facebook page, you got a lot of followers, man. You got a lot of followers, supporting you, people who looking up to you. When you talk about getting back connected, a natural way of living, what is that? What are you talking about?
Now, natural living to me is is connecting back to your true self. And like I said, through my own experiences, for me it started with the diet. Before this, I took in a lot of information. I was learning health from like Dr. Sabi, Tim Murrow, Leilala Africa, a lot of spiritual things. But it wasn't until I changed my diet to where all of this stuff started to connect for me. And and when I changed my diet, that was when I was able to get in nature, start meditating, sun gazing, going out on walks, and just really tapping in with nature. And that's what just changed a lot of things for me.
So when you talk about these changes, so let's go back a little bit then. Let's talk a little bit about how you were living before we talk about what the changes you made. Like,
That's a great question. Man, before, how I was living before, I was always going through something. The way I was eating, it affects everybody differently. And for me, it affected me on a mental level. I didn't have any confidence in myself. I had anxiety, depression, and it was just a lot of negative thoughts in my head, and that started to come in my reality. And I always felt like a victim. Like, why is all of this bad stuff happening to me? When it was my fault to begin with, because of the thoughts, and it was because of the stuff that I was eating.
mm, and what kind of lifestyle was you living?
I can't say I was living a horrible lifestyle, but I was eating bad, and yeah, I was eating bad, and it just affected me a lot. but I wasn't living like a super negative lifestyle. I know I was smoking all the time, smoking weed and yeah, doing things like that. Just things that I know I shouldn't be doing.
Mm, mm. Hey, I appreciate. Hey, oh, 1 second, family. Hey, y'all, please, let's get the information out there. Please share the live.
And go
Y'all know
share
what
this.
time. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. We're gonna bring y'all the real deal out here. Share the live. Share the live. We love you too, Colleen. So yeah, family. Let's talk about this then. So what's the natural way of living? How do you eat right now? Let's talk about the importance of natural eating.
Man, we don't realize we go to man for a lot of things. For some reason, we trust man when it comes to what we eat. When it comes to a lot of things, we trust man more than the Most High. Nature provides us with everything we need, but for some reason, we run to man for everything. For everything. So for me, right now, I started off the year just eating straight fruits. It's crazy because in that interview that you had the other day, you said you could eat fruit and you could be a fruitarian, and from here on out. And that hit me. I'm like, yeah, I always thought to be a fruitarian, like it was a goal for me. But like I said, I never knew anybody who did it. You and Kev are the first people that I knew that were
Mm,
fruitarians. So that just changed my whole outlook on it. And I knew that I was able to do it. So I started off the year just eating straight fruits. I haven't ate a cooked meal yet. Prior to this,
mm.
I just was eating plant-based, like plant-based cooked food, and yeah, a lot of mushrooms and just a lot of plant-based stuff. And I was doing this for about 3 years. But as the year started, now I'm just eating straight fruits. I don't know where I'm going to take it yet, but this is what I'm doing for now. And I feel the energy, I feel the change within myself. Just eating just straight fruits. I don't got to sleep as much, and the energy's different.
That's dope. So you've been doing straight fruit since the beginning of 2024.
Oh no, since the beginning of this year, I just did straight fruits. I haven't ate a cooked meal yet.
Congratulations, family. Congratulations. Hey, that's that raw. That's what I like to call that raw energy. And when
Yes,
you
sir.
start feeling that, it's a difference. Now, if you went back to eating cooked food right now, you will immediately feel the difference. And we not hating on cooked food, family. It just
Not at
is what
all.
it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I tell people all the time. You have to start living this way to understand how people feel that live this way. It
Right.
can't be explained. It has to be experienced. So that's dope, family. Hey, man, watch. Continue on with that. So before we go further, like I heard you mention a couple names, and one of the people I was inspired by, family, is Dr. Tim Morrow.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? And it's odd that he called himself Tim Morrow because it's like tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit funny. But um, talk about Tim Morrow, man. Talk about the University of Common Sense and what you learned from him.
Yeah, I came him on TikTok actually. Somebody, I forgot his name. I want to mention his name, but somebody on TikTok I ran into, and he was always sharing his videos, and he was giving a lot of game that just resonated with me. And yeah, just like when it comes down to the health, he was able to break things down in a certain way for me to understand it. So yeah, him and Leilala Africa were like two big people for me
Mm,
to help
mm.
me learn this on a health aspect.
Facts. Now, Tim Morrow talk a lot about herbs. You
Yes,
know
he
what I'm saying?
does.
Like that's his basis of what he communicate. Do you implement herbs into your everyday living?
Yes, I do. I take herbs on a daily. I definitely take herbs on a daily, all different type of herbs. But yeah, and I'm also a herbalist as well, and I will be
Mm,
having herbal blends and stuff that I will be selling soon. But yeah, I definitely implicate herbs into my everyday life.
Talk about herbs. What kind of concoctions? What kind of herbs? Just to give a brief description of like what some of the things you be using.
Like burdock root, nettle leaf, yeah, things like that. Yeah, that I take on a daily.
Yeah, man. I just got into the herbs. I don't know if you seen the
I
interview last
seen.
night.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
interview last night was fire. That was fire.
man.
That goddess that you had, I never even heard of her. So thank you for introducing us to that lady,
Indeed. Indeed. Shouts out to uh Dr. Michelle Watkins.
Michelle
That's who that
Watkins.
was. Yeah, she's really good. And what happens is, man, when you meet people in the community who really doing the work, That's what you got to do. Her name is Michelle Knights. I'm sorry, y'all. Her name is Michelle Knights. And
Sure, yeah.
what happens is you meet people in this community and y'all start learning that that's what people do, these herbal blends. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm really excited about it. I just got mine today, and I'm already because I think when you, like she said, when you own these fruit diets and the absorption level of these herbs is intense. So today I took the first supplement and I started feeling it immediately. Energy level went up. I feel like I started moving around a lot more, and that's what I'm looking forward to. And
So you feel even better than what you was feeling?
already. And I told
Wow.
and I told somebody I was talking to, I said, I don't know if it's the placebo effect. You know how you take something and think you
Hmm.
feel better, but even with that, I can feel the difference though already because they really they extra strength, they give you high energy. So we gonna definitely be transparent and evaluate these for the next month and see how we do on them because that's what I'm looking forward to. I need this type of energy to go with the fruits. So talk about fruits, man. What you know about them? How important are they to you? How much you implement them into your everyday living?
Man, fruits. That's why this movement is so big because don't get me wrong, we need the herbs. We need the herbs, but these herbs don't work until we can change our diet and eat these fruits. They go hand in hand. So fruits has everything in it that we need. They have all these different phytonutrients and like flavonoids, glutathione, anthocyanins. These are all things within these fruits that we need, and they have antioxidant properties, and it brings oxygen and stuff into the cells. So fruits, we need them. We need fruits
Facts.
more than anything else.
Facts. Give us your daily regimen. Like what you get up, how a day look for you, and give some people some advice on how they can start their day.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if a lot of men do, but for me, when I get up, I like to get up and move my body. We have a lymphatic system, and people don't realize that our immune system and our lymphatic system, they're like the same thing. It deals with monocytes, which are the macrophages. It deals with lymphocytes, the T cells and B cells, neutrophils, basophils. These are all lymphatic system associated. So when I first get up, I like to move my body and just move my body. And I do yoga as well. One thing I do is yoga, just to get my
Mm,
body moving, because you feel the difference. You really feel the difference, man, when you do yoga. So I get up and I do yoga. I like to take my herbs first. I'll take some tea and just get that in my body first, and then I'll get a juice. So right after the tea, I'll get the juice, and then yeah, that's when I'll start. I meditate, and yeah, that's what I
mm.
do when I first rise up on the daily.
That's dope. That's dope. Talk about that, man. Like on the daily. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear that, you hear somebody talking about meditating, drinking herbal tea, getting up, doing this every single day. That's hard work. That's consistency and discipline. Talk about how did you get to that point where you was able to build that discipline and consistency to do something like that every day?
Man, that's a good question.
Mm.
It took a while. It definitely took a while to gain that discipline, and I feel like I got it through just being alone. I noticed that when you have outside influences, like it's hard to have discipline because you get so much urges and temptations with how other people eat and how other people do things. So just me being in solitude, that's what just helped me get that discipline. And having discipline wasn't a hard thing for me. So yeah, just being
Mm.
alone.
Where you what city you located in?
I'm in New Jersey.
In Jersey. That's
Hmm.
the East Coast. The East
Yes,
Coast.
sir.
So that's why I asked you that because you hear a lot of people saying, hey man, I can't get this, I can't get that. Fruit's hard to get in my area. On the East Coast, it's very tough to get fruits, I'm assuming.
Not as much. I swear, if you need to find it, you're going to find it, and that's what
Mm,
people don't realize, that they think you can't find certain fruits when it's not true. Like as long as you're going to look for it, you're going to find it. And there's so much farmers markets out here, and they got these Asian markets, and they got everything you need in there. Everything.
mm. So since you've been eating fruits all year, compared to just eating raw, right? Compared to just eating raw, What's the differences you feeling so far?
Now, I never actually just ate raw food. I wanted to go into raw foods before the fruits, but I just found myself going into the just into the fruits.
Oh, straight into
But
them.
the difference between having to cook food into fruits is totally different, like totally different. And I wish I would have started earlier just eating straight fruits. This is the first time that I ate fruits for this long. Like I would go on like fast and I would go and eat fruit for like a couple days, but not this long. And I just feel like a big difference from eating cooked food and even just plant-based cooked food to eating fruits. It digests a lot quicker. I don't have to sleep as much. I get up and just I remember when you said like you just get up and you just happy just to be sitting in your room. Like I'll just be getting up just to yeah, just happy, just energized. And it's just a whole different feeling just eating straight fruit. So I wish I
Yeah,
would have been doing this.
facts, man. You know what? This is so dope because people be acting like this shit is a fairy tale. You feel me?
Real.
Like, and I be having to explain to people you don't know, like literally don't know. Like, is there anybody around you that do the same type of eating you do?
Not at all. And I try not to associate myself with too many people because I don't want that influence, you know. That's why I try to just stay to myself. And I noticed that the minute I started going out, eating at restaurants, I started eating things I know I shouldn't be eating. So it's
Fact,
like I don't like to associate myself with too many people trying to live this lifestyle, you know, because everybody is not doing this right now. But I try to preach it to my people, you know.
facts, facts. Since you started on the new year, has it like tell the people because a lot of people started their new year resolutions. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want to get fit, want to change the way of eating. Since you started this, has it been difficult to maintain eating all fruits? What we in day number what 6,
You 6 now? Yeah.
7? No, it's fifth. This the 5th day, so we're in the 5th day of the year.
Yeah, has it been difficult? For me, not really hasn't been as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Long as I got different type of fruits around me, it's not that hard. It's really not as hard as people think it is. And you gotta pay attention to your body. Like you really gotta pay attention to your body. Know how you feel when you eat just fruit and when you eat just and when you eat these cooked foods, you feel a total different feeling. And a lot of people don't realize that you have to just pay attention to your body. Like you have to because the just from the way that you go to the bathroom, how things sit inside of your body. You got to pay attention to all these things.
Mm. And I heard you mention alone time, man. Like, how do people? Why do you think people are afraid to spend alone time? Because I'm gonna tell you this: like, I got clients, and they be like, "Man, Bobby, I don't want to live life like you do." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be alone, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want like I want to still have people around me and stuff. And they don't realize like that's what come with this lifestyle. You got to make decisions to get rid of people. Is that
Yeah.
something that was like, or have you always been that way? Or that's something developed when you start being intentional about the way you eat and changing your lifestyle.
Hmm. I wasn't always a person that was like that liked to be around a lot of people. So I never was a loner like I am when I changed my lifestyle, but I never found myself around too many people all the time. But yeah, I noticed just the influence of just being around certain people. It has an effect on you more than you realize. And
Facts,
it's not that like once you really are alone and you live in high level, you do not have to have nobody around you. You feel so good within your own energy, you don't even want to let nobody else in.
facts, facts, facts. That's a fact. Do you go anywhere? Do you go out to eat or to movies or
Yeah,
anything
that's
like that?
crazy that you asked that because I told like as soon as I started going out to eat and doing stuff, that's where I started eating things I know I shouldn't be eating. So I try not to do those things no more because you don't have to. You need to live simple. A lot of people don't realize that the more you live simple, the better off you'll be.
Facts, facts, facts. And okay, now let's do this. You see the scope of the community. You see what's going on. How hard or easy, maybe it is it to get people to adapt to this? Or because you got a lot of followers, do you consult with people or give advice? Or how do you transition people into eating the way you do?
Now, Yeah, people hit me all the time. How do I eat healthier? The first thing I tell people is to go on a fast. You need to go on a fast. You got to stop. It's a lot of chemicals in these foods, and of course these are businesses. You got to realize they want you to come back and eat this food, and they're
Facts.
made in labs. So of course, like you're gonna be addicted to this food. So
Mm.
you have to go on a fast and stop eating this for a little bit, just for a little bit, because your taste buds start to change after a while. People don't realize that. Once you got a taste for this man-made chemical food,
Mm-hmm.
you get addicted to it. So once you stop eating it for a certain period of time, now you can implicate the fruits. And even if you say you don't like fruits, there has to be at least one fruit that you like to eat. It has to be at least one, and you got to just keep eating that fruit until you do one other thing. And that's what I tell people to do to start the process of putting more fruits inside your body.
What's your favorite fruits?
That's funny. Somebody asked me that. Oh man, I like berries. I'm a berry person. I just like to eat a lot of berries.
Mm. Mm. Then them antioxidants in you. I feel it. So
Yeah,
when before you started living this way, did you ever overcome any like trauma, hardship, disease, anything? Like, did you ever go through anything that like inspired you to start living this way?
man, I went through a lot. Like I'm talking about over 10 years plus of traumas. Like I went through a lot of trauma in my life. And like I said, it was because of me. And I didn't realize that because it just like the food affected me on a mental level. So I went through some real dark times. Real dark times in my life. I got stabbed. I almost lost my life on multiple occasions. So yeah, I had some real traumas, and going through those dark times, that's what led me here. Cause I'm like, I got to do something different. I had
Mm.
to do something different. I'm tired of feeling this way. It got to the point where I was telling myself I didn't want to be here. So it's like I
Mm.
had I had to do something different. And the first thing I thought to do was change my diet. That's where everything changed for me, and that's what put me in this position today. Like I want everybody to feel how I feel. I felt this way first, and now just from changing my diet, I feel totally different. So yeah, man.
That's crazy, man. The importance of really fucking fruiting up, man. It shows, and you know what? That's what's up, man. I'm glad that you came through here. I'm glad that you came out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from that dark family, and when I talk about that dark, I come from that dark. I don't give nobody no excuse out here. You
At
know what I
all.
mean? And there's no reason to and I know a lot of people going through shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people going through shit, they try to figure it out. A lot of people hit me up and say, Bobby, what's my first move? Bobby, what can I do? And it's about your mindset. It's about your mindset. It's about what you want to do for yourself. It's about how bad you want to get out that shit you want to get out of, whatever that may be for you. And I don't always compare people's problems. Your problems on a scale of 1 to 10 could be just like mine, is that it's different.
Hmm.
So that's why I appreciate where people come from. Most people who come from the dark understand how it feel when they get to the light. You know what I'm saying? So going forward, man, like what's your intent? What's your plan with the lifestyle, with social media? Because you do have like a nice following and stuff. So do you have a plan on expanding or doing
Yeah,
more?
I just these past couple years, I just been focused on just putting information out to the people. But this year, and thanks to you for getting me out of my comfort zone. But this year, I'm putting myself out there more, showing my life more, showing how I eat. I'm in the works of my website now, so I got these herbal blends coming, the teas coming, merch. I just did a collab with a company. They got their own grounding mat actually, and
Mm,
you can ground inside where you don't have to go outside all the time. So if it's cold or you don't have the time to go outside, you can ground inside and get those negative ions in your body from inside. So I got a collab that's going to be on my website soon.
that's
And
dope.
also I have a farm, a black owned family farm that my family owns. So I'm going to be showing people how to grow herbs and fruits, and they got a bee farm on there as well. So that's another thing I'm going to be showing to my people this year.
That's dope, family. That's dope. Congratulations on that too, man.
Appreciate that.
When you talk about farming, you do your own farming right now, like a little growing yourself, gardening or anything?
Yeah, I definitely garden. A couple years ago, I showed Facebook. I made my own salad from the stuff that I grew. I had lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and I made my own salad and stuff, and it just tastes totally different than what you would get in the store. So that
Man,
inspired me. So now that I know that my family has this big farm and they want me to come on there and start growing. So yeah, farming is just so, it's so important, especially now and the time that we running into. We got to
fact.
start growing. We have to.
That's a fact, man. What's your thoughts on the fruits that's in the stores and shit? Like, since you knew have experience eating your own food and growing your own food, what what do you think about like conventional fruits, seedless fruits, organic fruits? What's your opinion on those discussions?
Man, everybody talks about the seedless fruit and how the seedless fruit is bad. And I don't know, people don't realize that just how you can, I'm gonna put it like this, just how, you know how humans could be born, right? Humans could be born, they could be born mutated. So
Fact.
also like fruit, there's fruit that may come in nature that doesn't have a seed, or the seed might be almost like translucent. And people seeing this naturally occurring in nature. People seeing this and they started to, and they wanted to make money off of it, and they call this propagation. So cedar
Mm,
fruit is not always bad. People think cedar fruit is bad, and it's not. It still has healing properties in that fruit. So
fact.
I don't, and everybody doesn't have the people live in certain areas where you can't get certain fruit.
Fact.
So what is better than eating fruit? If you're not going to eat that seedless fruit, what else are you going to eat that's better?
That's been my question all the time. That's
There's
my
nothing
number one
else.
question. Number one question. Because you gotta, if you go like that's a cop out. You know what I'm saying? That's a cop out for
Mhm.
people who don't want to eat fruits or not willing to. So it's like you gotta draw the line somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You gotta draw the line somewhere, but you don't draw it at not eating the fruit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just that don't make sense. So that's why I wanted your opinion on that, because you see the hoorah I go through online.
Yeah,
You know
people
what
need to
I'm saying?
look up propagation. Propagation is a real thing. Nature has fruits that doesn't have seeds, or the seed that you might have the seed in it, or you might bite through it and you might not even know the seed is there. So some of these fruits may not look like they're seeded, but they're still seeded. People don't realize that.
Mm.
And
What
on your journey, bro, did you eat seeded fruits on your journey?
I ate, okay, so what happened with me is I was eating seedless and seeded fruits because I had took a year offline. But when I got back online, I was posting pictures of seedless fruits and people was destroying me for it. And I'm like, damn, these fruits. You know what I'm saying? Like, because one thing I learned, I worked in a grocery store. And what I learned is it was in a predominantly Caucasian neighborhood. But when
Hmm.
I used to look when our people came in, they would pick through the fruits and they would ask me, because I worked in the produce section. They would ask me like, "Are these seeded, or are these any good, or this don't look good and all this?" But the Caucasian people, they coming in there just grabbing
Hmm.
all the fruits, and it made me think like, okay, they're going for just the healthy option. You
Right.
feel me? It don't. They not thinking about if it's seeded or not. They not programmed to destroy themselves like we are, and it's because That's why they got us so scared of the fruits, and that's why in every community you go in, it's gonna be a division. You feel me? It's gonna be
Real.
a division of seeded versus non-seeded, and organic versus non-organic, and homegrown versus conventional, and all this shit to divide people and fear tactics to get people not to eat fruit.
Exactly. It throws the people off more than anything talking about these things.
Yup, yup, yup. So that's what that seedless is better than eating crap. That's a fact, Colleen. And you know what? Don't get into the don't everybody who watching, don't get into that discussion. Eat the fruit that's available. Eat the fruits that look the best. You go in the grocery store, you pick the best looking fruit possible, and you wash it how you supposed to. Let me read this from Mike Iron. I eat the fruit that is available to me. Fruits still have the electricity and biophotons and H3O2. We
Mm.
need to be more focused on unclogging our bodies and eliminating the accumulated waste in our bodies. Seedless fruit
Facts.
still hydrates and detoxifies. Your
It does.
congested intestinal lining is not absorbing any of the minerals until you cleanse your gut.
Mm.
What are you, a doctor?
Shout out Mike. Shout out Mike. He always showing love on the page, man. Shout out him.
Shout out Mike Iron for sure, for sure. And that's what this is about, family. So they made a good point. Seedless fruits heal. Seedless fruits heal. And that's all you got to remember. If you go into this with the right intent, all of that will play itself out, family.
Hmm.
So let's talk about this, man. You see the scope on the internet. You said you was inspired by the family Kev Ramon. And
Absolutely.
you see everything that's going on around Kev and with the energy that he bringing. What you think about Kev Ramon's style of fruitarianism?
Man, I like the way he does things because he just doesn't care. I'm like, I wish I could be like Kev because he doesn't care. I be caring about what people think. I shouldn't, but I do. And Kev just doesn't care, and he just shows his life. And even though y'all both eat fruit, y'all just do it in a different way.
Fact.
But y'all was the first two people that I ran into that just ate all fruit. So I just love his approach because he just shows his life, and that's why people are inspired by him because he just shows what he does and how he eats.
Indeed, indeed. I think he's inspiring us all, include, I think I can speak for a lot of people in this community when I say, shouts out to Kev Ramon. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Kev Ramon, who inspiring people to just fucking be themselves truly every single day without
Yes.
worries about what nobody else think about your ass. And
Hmm.
he inspired, Kev Ramon inspired people to be more of themselves. Janine said, "Your gut, the gut absorbs the nutrients. That's a fact. I love Kev's style. I like that, Colleen. Hey, Nigel. Going forward, this year, I got a lot of people coming on. I want to get your thoughts on. I seen you. I think you commented, or I know you might have liked or something about divine being divine. The guy who bringing the knowledge about the stars in the universe.
Oh yeah, I actually never heard of him, and when it comes to spiritual knowledge, I listen to a lot of people. I never heard of him. How did you run into this man?
I ran into him on TikTok. The boy knowledge, I'm not even gonna call him a boy, he a grown ass man, but the man knowledge is deep. You know what I'm saying? And the way he spit the information. What's your thoughts on the whole universe? What's your stance on like religion and just to get a brief, what I'm saying, understanding?
Yeah, yeah. When I first started this process, it was a spiritual awakening thing for me. Like it started off as a spiritual thing, and yeah, just coming from dark times. And I think when it comes to religion, I don't really like to talk about religion too much, but I just feel that we are all one. We are all one here. And we
Indeed,
are all we're
indeed.
all part of the universe. And the people don't realize that we are just the most high in these physical bodies, these physical vessels experience, and we're here to learn and experience. But we're all the most high, and people don't realize that.
That's dope. That's dope. And that's what, you know what? We all doing the work. Doing the work for yourself is doing the work for others. And that's what I see everybody in the community doing. And it's all about becoming one. That's why I bring people together, man. It ain't the great divide. Just because we got to understand that when people got their own opinions and their own thoughts and their own way of living, we have to respect that. And that's just what it is. So though, let's take this question right here. I have a question about juicing. How do you dispose of the flesh? I currently let it drain in the sink, then put it in a Ziploc bag. That's a simple question. That's simple question. Do you do a lot of juicing, Nigel?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've been doing juicing for a good while. I've seen a lot of people do different things with the like with the pulp and stuff. I seen people make what I'm trying to think what it was called. I seen people just do a lot of different things. I seen people turn watermelon seeds into powder and use pulp and make fruit roll-ups and all different things from the pulp, from the juice.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I was throwing a lot of it away. I freeze some of it. You know what I'm saying? I throw some in my smoothies. But I've been on this lemonade kick lately. What's your you said you was inspired by Dr. Sebi too. What's your thoughts on the alkaline living in the all that community? Which is all
Yeah,
tied in.
it's funny because I the carbon based guy, he was saying he made a video the other day and he was saying a lot of people, and I just had this conversation with this lady today. about the alkaline list. And when I first got ran into Dr. Sabi and the alkaline stuff, I was going on off of that diet as well. And that's what he was saying. There may not be some things that's on that list that are alkaline. There's so much other things, and there's people who just go strictly by that list. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still going to heal your body, of course, if you do strictly by that list. But I don't want people to limit themselves, and I don't want people to 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 make it hard to try to change, thinking that they got to go by this certain list, and if they don't, they're eating things that are bad.
Mm, mm. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's it.
people, excuse me. It's so simple that you can go online. This is what if you I wish I could show y'all my wall. I go online and I print out shit. Highest water fruits. Fruits with this nutrition. I put it around and I always got that reference point right there. Always got that reference point right there. And it always reminds you of how fucking simple to keep this. And I want y'all to, while we at it, I'm gonna plug the January 21st interview we got with, you know, who Orville Douglas is.
Mm-hmm.
We got Orville Douglas coming on.
You got some crazy people coming on, man. Like, I
Man,
want to ask you this. I want to ask you this. At what point did you realize what you were doing like had a bigger purpose behind it? Because at first you started off just wanting to heal yourself. When did
mm,
you come to the conclusion like I want to start doing interviews? I want to start doing shows. Like how did you know you had a bigger purpose behind what you was doing?
it was something honestly that I rejected at first. You know, and if you go back, because I just came into the community last September, if you go back and watch like my old live videos or all my old video interviews, I used to always say, I ain't here to help nobody. I don't care about no fucking followers or nothing. It's one of them things as you keep going that you just develop. You know what I'm saying? You develop and feel the responsibility to the people. And no matter what, the thing that make it the toughest though is the fight that you get. You know, it's like I live in a world where everybody eating fucking fruit. If you look on my timeline, that's what you see. Fruit all day long. So in
Mm-hmm.
my mind, that's how the world is. You know what I'm saying? But soon as you start seeing the hate and the opposition, you see how strong that shit is.
Right.
And we the minority, but it don't feel like that because I'm engulfed in this fucking world. So that's what happened. I knew when people started following me more and reaching out. I said, okay, I gotta
Mhm.
keep, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay on my shit. Cause if you don't stay on your shit, you get what you call imposter syndrome in this life.
For
You feel
real.
me? You can't stand up and look people in the face and say, hey, do this if you ain't doing it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I draw inspiration. That's why I brought up Orville because a lot of my style and a lot of my morals in this motherfucking community came from Orville Douglas. That's why I'm just now doing herbs. Because Orville, we gonna talk about it on the 21st. Orville Douglas, January 21st. We gonna talk about it on the 21st that why he don't do herbs, why he don't do juice, why he only eat fruit one time a day. These are things that need to be answered because these are things we didn't even know we could fucking sustain.
Right. Right. People don't even know you can just live off of water and the sun. People don't even realize that.
Mm.
I see people under your comments saying where you were saying you just wanted to do the liquids, and they was like, "Oh, you need that fiber. You need that fiber." What do you tell people?
That said I need that fiber.
Yeah, like what do you
Like
tell them?
that's what Orville and shouts out to Larry Simonis. Larry Simonis, if you watching this or if you do watch this, shouts out to you, family. Larry Simonis is a fruitarian, or he's like a raw eater. He ain't necessarily a fruitarian. But anytime like you post juice or anything like that, Larry come at you and be like, why waste all that fiber using these EMFO gizmos and all that?
I seen that. I seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He consistent though with that, and that's what you got to respect about him because his message is strong though because they know that eating fruits is the most optimal way of eating.
It
Because think
is.
about it, in nature you don't have fucking juice or smoothies. So, but you got, like he said, you got your teeth are natural juicers. Why you not bite into the fruit and get the natural juice? But that's how everybody do shit different. That's why I respect it. So I just say, hey, I do what I do, y'all do what y'all do. They the
Hmm.
OGs though. They just showing love. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like when
yeah,
I see shit like that, I don't get offended. They telling you truth.
yeah. And that's getting back to nature as well, because that's the simplest way. You're eating fruits, and it's water in them fruits, so you don't really
Facts.
have to juice.
Facts. So that's what I say. So do what you got to do. Do what makes you feel good. Do what's right for you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really listen to people when you're on your healing journey. You only got to take information that resonate with you. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
that's a
And
fact.
that's what I do. I don't necessarily follow people and all that. And because I've been accused of, oh, all you do is listen to Yaki and all this. No, big shouts out to the family Yaki. Yaki, who don't listen to fucking Yaki?
Who doesn't? I learned
Yeah.
so much from him, going to his lectures and watching his videos. I learned a lot from him.
Facts,
There's
facts,
people who
facts.
talk about H3O2, saying that H3O2 is fake.
And I'm gonna be like this. I went, and it's documented on my Facebook. I went, I think from May to November without no water.
Mm,
May to November 2022. Excuse me, with no water. And I made a post. I said, I'm still alive. Somebody lying to us about this fucking water. And the more I live this lifestyle, the less water I drink. You feel me? So somebody lying to us. And that's why
yeah.
I say it's so important to live off experience. That's my motto. Let's
A
see.
lot of
Let's go ahead, family. Go ahead.
And I was saying a lot of people don't realize too, like when you go and freeze an ice cube, right? You go and freeze
Uh-huh.
an ice cube, or put some water, H2O, in the freezer. It's ice. Now, you ever go put a blueberry or a grape in the freezer, it doesn't turn hard. You can still go and eat those things. That's like candy to me, but you can still go and eat these things. So that
Facts.
water around it, that's H3O2.
Facts.
And that's the difference. So it's H3O2 is a real thing.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I love frozen grapes, family. I did turn people on to frozen grapes. The frozen cotton candy. I know people GMO cotton candy grapes. I live a fruit style. I live a fruitarian lifestyle. If I want to have some damn GMO grapes, I can have some GMO grapes.
If you're
And
eating anything else that's not fruit, you can't say anything about somebody eating fruit.
facts, facts. I love that. That's another one of my messages. Gina, what'd you say? Bobby, was it hard for you to stop eating chicken food initially, or did you just start juicing and let it go right away? Excuse me. I I stopped eating meat and drinking alcohol. That's all I did. I was going to work every night on the third shift with a 64-ounce bottle of juice. And
Mm,
I started off juicing cheap fruits, cheap whatever was in season because I was working at the grocery store, so I seen it every day, what was on sale. So I started off juicing the cheap fruits. Every single day I go to work with this 64-ounce juice, and it started making me feel better. But I was still smoking cigarettes, doing ecstasy pills, still on the streets and everything. I was still eating ramen noodles and chips and all that. I lost weight simply by stop drinking alcohol and stop eating meat and 30 pounds in 30 days by just walking at work.
wow.
I mean, doing the actual walking around at work, not intentional walking. Like, like I'm trying to lose weight. It was just me walking around at work and I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. And that's what catapulted me to my journey. So you
Mm,
gotta inspire yourself some fucking times. You feel me? Like, and you can't inspire yourself until you start the journey. So
right.
you get inspiration out of yourself by seeing progress. That's how you do it.
And I
Um,
heard I heard Dr. Sabi said that the last thing that he had a problem getting rid of was cheese. And I see a lot of people say that how hard it's off to get off cheese. Was that a
cheese is
problem for you?
hell yeah, hell yeah. Mac and cheese, chips, whatever chips has some powdered cheese on them or some shit.
Hmm.
Cheese has got opiates in them, man. Cheese is
Yeah,
like
they
you know
got
what I'm
that
saying,
case of
like
morphine in it.
facts. So that's why that shit's so hard to get off of. We not doctors or no nutritionists or nothing. We just do our own fucking research and know what we're talking about. And what it is that cheese is so addictive. People say, I can't leave the cheese alone. No, you can't. You addicted to it. It's
Yeah.
not that you can't leave it alone. You just addicted to it. You got to tell yourself the truth. If you don't know you addicted to something, you're not gonna get off of it. That's just
Nope.
a fact. Veronica said, "Yeah, I love cheese, especially on chips."
Yeah, people
What was
love
the
that
big what?
cheese.
What was the hardest thing for you to get rid of?
Oh. I say probably cheese too.
Cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheese.
Thinking about it, yeah, I think cheese.
Yeah, that cheese is tough, man. And how you do that is you once you the one way to get off of cheese is to stop eating salt. Try to limit your salt intake, man. That's what you got to do because cheese and all that shit got a lot of sodium in it. Chips
It
was the hardest
does.
thing for me. Yes,
And
chips,
salt and sugar go together. So those salt and sugar ratios, that's what people. That's what get people coming back. That salt and that
facts,
sugar.
facts. I encourage everybody to go read Michael Moss,
Mm,
Sugar, Salt, and Fat, Sugar, Salt, and Fat, Sugar, Fat, Salt, something
I
like that.
read
But
that book. That's a great book.
in there, he tells us how they got us addicted to chips because he said we like naturally like a nervous people. And Yaki, the one who made me go read this book,
Me
and
too.
that's a fact. So when he said that we naturally nervous people, so we like to bite on our fingernails and shit when we get nervous. And you notice a lot of our people do bite their fingernails, especially when they just ain't got nothing to do or they twist. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he said that's how they pinpoint us with the chips. And you notice they said you can't just have one. They throw the shit in your face. You can't. Lay's slaves said that you can't just have one of these motherfuckers.
No, you won't even be hungry, and you'll find yourself eat the whole bag of chips.
Facts. Facts. Another book to read is The Dorito Effect. Anthony Wright, that book is called Sugar, Salt, and Fat by Michael Moss. Another one is to go read The Dorito Effect, and they show you how the seasoning companies is destroying this. The seasoning companies and how they killing you by attracting the smells and shit to your nose. You eating from your nose. You
Mm,
eating based off the food you smell. And this shit gets so deep. It's really a science to this shit, what they doing to us. But if we don't know, we can't combat this shit. But that's why we appreciate these type of conversations and things and lifestyles that like people like you living.
yeah,
So go ahead.
people just think it's normal. People really think these things are just a normal thing to do.
Facts. Facts. So up in New Jersey, man, what's the biggest issues you see with the people with the health up there?
I say people can't get off the meat. And since we naming books, this is a book called How Not to Die.
Mm.
And it goes to show people how plant-based diets reverse any disease, and it goes into detail how this meat is literally killing us. And I see people try to defend meat all the time, and like I said, I'm not here to tell people what to eat, but if you need some scientific proof, go and read How Not to Die, because it has countless countless stuff in there that you can read. And if you don't like to read, they just put something on Netflix. I don't know if anybody ever heard of it. If you don't like to read, go and watch that. It shows you how meat is killing us. So I think
Facts.
it's just the meat. People can't get off the meat. And I say go and try these mushrooms. Lion's mane mushroom, oyster mushrooms, maitake mushrooms, all these different mushrooms, and you can, if you use the same seasonings, the same stuff you put on that meat, and you go and use on these mushrooms, you do not need the meat.
You can't even
and
tell
you,
the difference.
and you don't even like the meat anyway. Without herbs, without seasonings, without fruits and vegetables, you don't like that meat.
Facts. Facts. So what you do a lot of when you was doing a lot of cooking, you cooked a lot of mushrooms.
Yeah, I was actually a chef, and changing my diet. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to cook no more. I felt like I was killing people trying to serve people meat. So I stopped cooking. Sorry, what you asked me though?
No, I just said you ate a lot of mushrooms.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When I changed the meat, yeah, I definitely went into the mushrooms for sure. And
That's
lion's mane,
dope.
I think lion's mane is one of the best mushrooms.
Mm. So do you know a lot about mushrooms or do you use them for any medicinal reasons?
Oh yeah. When I that was a part of my spiritual awakening. It was taking mushrooms.
Mm.
There is so much information in them. They are connected to something called the mycelium network. Now it's like the Earth's internet. We have the internet. The Earth connects all these trees and stuff. They connect underground. It's called the mycelium network. So mushrooms alone, they have information in them. That's why it's so much properties in mushrooms. They could heal you. They could heal you spiritually, and they could heal you on a physical level as well.
Facts, facts. So talk about it a little bit about an experience you had, or
Man,
with the mushrooms.
I had some life changing trips, like some life changing ones, where it made me more open. It just made me realize certain things. A lot of people say it opens your third eye when you take when you take mushrooms, and it does. It starts to really help you wake up. So if you're one of those people who really don't like mushrooms, because I at first I thought it was crazy as well taking mushrooms. A lot of people think taking mushrooms is just a crazy thing. Some people compare it to crackheads. Thinking you take a
Facts.
mushroom, you're a crackhead. But nah, I'm telling you, like the mushrooms will change your life. And if you're one of them people who are very closed-minded, just start the microdose. Start taking just little microdose pills and just see how you feel. You just feel so much happier. You start to feel how you really should feel when you take those mushrooms. I'm telling you.
You know what, man? I love this. Me and Javon Cole. Did you see that interview with
Oh yeah,
Javon
of
Cole?
course, of course.
Shouts out to the family, Javon Cole.
Yeah, shout
Uh,
out to the brother, man.
yes, yes. Did you? He said he had some crazy experiences, and I told him about my experience and my intentions on to keep doing them and involving myself with them.
Oh, I
The
must have missed
micro.
that part. You got to share that with me real
Oh,
quick.
what about my experience?
Yeah.
Oh man, I did 3 grams of penis envy mushrooms. And
Mm,
I'm gonna tell you, man, I was cool though. I had a good setting, you know what I'm saying? I had good music playing, and it was somebody there to take real good care of me. And what happened was I saw everything around me that I could never see. Like
mm,
whatever detail that was, whatever lights this was, the light spectrum, you feel me? Like all these, they all was the color of the rainbow. All was the color of the rainbow. And it was everything was moving. Everything is moving. Everything around you has movement. I know it.
mm.
You feel me? And that's the people what people I don't hear a lot of people explaining about the mushrooms is how you can feel it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you really do.
Yeah, you feel it, and it really connects you. It's like it's connected to your the mycelium network is connected to our nervous system.
Yeah,
You
facts.
can feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people be like, man, that's an illusion. That's not really real. If you in tune, like at that point, I had just came off of 100 days of all watermelon.
And
You
that's when you
feel
did
me?
that's when you did the mushrooms?
That's when I did them. So man, I cried. I went into the room by myself and cried. I saw the person with me. I saw every pain. I saw the pain in them. I saw the happiness in them. I saw the everything in their face like was like separate from each other. Like you could see every fucking particle of it. You feel
Wow.
me? And then you could see it go together. Like
Mm,
and it was crazy. So now off that experience, it changed my life. Off that experience, bro, I promise you. Sometimes when I'm walking in nature, I can see it moving.
mm.
I can see it moving.
I'm glad you told me that, bro, because I haven't had a real mushroom trip in a while. And when I did take them, I wasn't eating good. So
Mm,
I never seen anything off of shrooms. I never seen anything move. Well, my experiences was like the most high or just my higher self was just telling me what I needed to do. That was most of my shroom trips. It just was telling me what I needed to do to get where I needed to be.
mm.
That's what all my trips was. But I never had a real trip after I changed my diet.
Man, I don't know if that's the case then because I'm gonna tell you like this, family. I seen music.
Mm,
I seen the music.
wow.
You feel me? Like, and I seen it. I s- man, it's all energy. It's all energy, and it feel good. It's really good energy out there. And what it do is it make you want more of the energy. Like, not even to just do more of the mushrooms. See, that's the thing about mushrooms. They give you she talking about you was fried. No, they give you the understanding that you don't need the mushrooms, sort of say. You know, they of course you need them to get that experience, but the understanding you get is that you don't need this to experience that. You
That's
can do,
important.
yeah, that's the beauty in it. And this lifestyle, occasionally dipping and dabbing and micro dosing and getting the benefits of all that, it's all tied in together, family. All tied in together.
You
But
say you
yeah,
can see.
I wasn't fried, Tanisha. I was experiencing. I haven't taken them, but I believe you, Bobby, and I know exactly what you're saying. I've read so much about them. It's a fact, Jessica. We got to do our research. We have to do our research because they got us scared of our family. You know what I'm saying? That's what mushrooms and the mycelium network is. It's our family. It's connected to us.
It really is, man.
Indeed, indeed. So, what's going on, family? You want to talk to the people? Hey, we about to get up out of here. You know, I took up a whole lot of your time already. Um, you want to talk to the family about where they can find you, what you got going on, what's your
Absolutely.
situation, and all of that. Floor is yours, family.
Follow me on Instagram, we underscore natural underscore living. My Facebook, Nigel Fitzgerald. My TikTok, the same thing, we natural living. Like I said, I'll have my website is almost done. It is choosenature.net. That would be my website. And I will have teas, herbal blends, that
Mm,
grounding mat I was talking about. I'm writing 2 books right now. I got a children's book getting ready to come out, and another book that I'm working on. And yeah, just stay in tune. I'm gonna be showing people just my life now, and I'm gonna be putting myself out there more. So now, and I appreciate you, bro, for getting me out of that comfort zone. I always wanted to go. I told myself I need to go live. I gotta go live. I need to show people just me. I never was
fact.
used to doing that. So thank you for letting me come on your platform, man. And
Man, I appreciate you, family. That's what this is all about. Building and giving people who really live in the lifestyle, who really doing for themselves, a chance to be heard and a chance to be you know what I'm saying, beneficial to people. Cause you did it. You know what I'm saying? You doing it. So whatever you can offer people, it need to be heard, man. And I'm telling you, you inspire me. You know, I've watched you when you do videos and everything. I see that you're real knowledgeable, real passionate, and the information is on point. So I appreciate you, brother, for coming on. Everybody go follow my brother, Nigel Fitzgerald on Facebook. You know
uh,
what I'm saying? Instagram,
but
like he said, TikTok.
but before we get off, I wanted to congratulate you too. I wanted to congratulate you for being featured on BET. How did that
Oh,
feel?
oh man. Oh man. It was crazy. You know, it was surreal. And that's just what it is. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. You know,
And and,
you
and the two
never
people they had you next to was Kai Sinat and who was it? Who was the other dude? The
Keith
food critic.
Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah, Keith
yeah.
Lee.
And those are
Yeah.
some big people in the community. So to be
Hey,
next to them, I'm like, man, I know how that I know that felt good for you, bro.
hey
It
man,
had
you
to.
know, it feel good to be making an impact in this way. You know what I'm
In
saying?
this way, yes.
I'm glad I'm not up there for motherfucking mukbangs and eating bad food. You know what I'm
In
saying?
a whole different lane and still being recognized for it.
Facts. Shouts out to the family, shouts out to the brothers and everything. But I'm in a whole different category. You know, the impact we trying to make is positivity. We trying to level the fucking world up. And
Right.
that's not what that's doing. You know what I'm saying? So it feel good to be mentioned next to people who notarize, but at the same time, I understand what the fuck going on. And to me, them ops.
Mhm. For real.
You feel me? Them mops. You feel me? Them people trying to get the people to eat poison. I'm trying to get the people to fruit up and live better and do better. So, you know, I don't hate nobody. I respect everybody in a certain way, but I know what the fuck going on, and I'm not afraid to say it. You feel me?
Facts.
And that just
Yeah.
is what it is. So yeah, man, that's what time it is, man. 2024. We're not holding back. We're not playing no games. We bringing on high level conversations like this, and I appreciate you, man. And it's much love, and you know, this is a relationship that's gonna build from here on, family.
Always,
Salute.
all love, man. Always, and you got my full support. Anything you need, let a brother know, man.
Indeed, we definitely will. We're gonna bring you back on, man. Going further in your journey, you get with us and let us know how all that fruit going for you, man.
Will do. I'm gonna keep everybody informed for sure.
Indeed. Much love. Go follow my family right now, y'all. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Yes. Fruit up. Y'all see what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. This is what we doing. This is how we living. This is what we gonna keep bringing. high level intensity conversations, bringing knowledge to the people. And so we got the fruit and herb challenge going on February 1st, family. February 1st, the fruit and herb challenge is going on. Me and my brother Cosmo Sage, we're gonna hold y'all down. $20 to join. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about the $20 because y'all gonna get way more than that's worth. And then we got the 30-day consultation with me, Bobby Smith. Inbox me for all your help, all your needs. And you know we don't play no games. For serious inquiries only. I do not waste nobody fucking time, so don't waste mine. And what else we got? T-shirts going on deck. Get your fruit up t-shirts. All of this is going on, family. Now, Sunday night, we got Scott Bernard. Sunday night, 8 p.m., we got Scott Bernard. It's going down. Make sure y'all share the lives, man. Everybody need to hear this information, and that's what it is. So I appreciate everybody for joining. We're going to be back Sunday night, 8 p.m. Y'all can watch on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Fruit Up with Bobby Smith YouTube. Watch from the YouTube. Get a clearer view of this, what's going on. And like I said, it's a fruit up world, man. It's a fruit up. Shout out to Nigel, man. Nigel, a real good dude. I really enjoyed that conversation. And I'm looking forward to all these conversations. We got Paul's Law. We got the females coming up. And I can't wait to the goddesses coming up. And they going to get it in. And that starts January 9th. Lucy Lou. I hope I be saying her name right. I'm going to have to get at her and see. But that's what this is about, family. That's what this is about. So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to show y'all all the interviews we got coming up. I'm going to show y'all all the interviews we got coming up.
I'm from outer space. I got Milky with the blood. Evolution in my veins. I'm gone. I've been far away. I'm illuminated now. Make a move. Start the waves. I've been dreaming about flying for a long time. I had a vision from the birds. They won't go sign. Artificially identity the way I'm your future, past and present. I'm the fine line. Yeah, I'm the missing link of this illusion. I am not really here. I'm an intrusion. I don't swim sing. I just flow. I don't need gravity. I just need flow. When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I won't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like there is no crumble.
Yes. So, Fruit Up family. I seen somebody inbox me for the t-shirts. I ship them out myself. Matter of fact, I got some shirts going out tomorrow for a lot of people who didn't get theirs. And also, A game. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. I told y'all I'm gonna be transparent about that. So I just took the first dose today, and I'm feeling very high level. So Sunday night, Scott Bernhard. Sunday night, 8 p.m. Set your clock, set your dates, set all of that. Get your juice, pull up with your fruit. It's going to fuck down, family. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night and fruit the fuck up.